Jamsin Entertainment.
Steve here, owner, operator, and creative mind of Jamsin Entertainment. Welcome to Gaming Monday, Dungeons and Dragons. There are many additions to this. First, second, 3, 3.5, 4, and now there's a fifth one out. It's been out for at least 2 years. Been meaning to try it out with my friends, but unfortunately we seem to be attached to second edition. Sometimes fourth. I'm going to focus on second edition because that's the one I grew up on, it's the one I love the best, and it's the one I know about the most. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the physical books with me, but I do have scanned copies of PDFs, so I can go through and show you just a few pages, like the cover and the different setup for characters and monsters and some of the Dungeon Master's book. Dungeon Master is the person that dictates and narrates the story. At least my group likes to jokingly call them God, because the Dungeon Master can do anything they want. That's one of the cool things about Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, it has a vast amount of rules, but even within the rule book itself and the Dungeon Master book, it says if you don't have the book on hand or there's no rule for what you're trying to do, just make it up. Just make it up. And I've played with Dungeon Masters that are so good, that have such a great knowledge of the rules, that they don't need the books. They have like the monster manual with them, and they just go through and we'll fight something on this journey that we're on. It's really cool. I tried DMing, that's the short version, DM, before, and it was okay. I still need work. I'd like to get another campaign out there. So, if you're not the Dungeon Master, who are you then? You are what is known as a player character, or PC. You build your character, you can be a human, elf, gnome, dwarf, halfling, the 6 races. Or basic races, I should say. There's a myriad of books that expand into like there's like 3 different types of dwarves, 4 different types of elves. Humans are the only ones that are kind of boring, but they do, I mean, each race gets their bonuses and minuses to them. And then you have the different classes you can be. Fighter, paladin, yes, they are different. Thief, bard, wizard, priest / priestess, druid, lost count. But those are the basic classes you can be. And again, they have their own subclasses. Each of them have their own books. And I'll show you the different book covers to give you an idea of what else you can be. Now, there's also books that help you become a better player, like tactics or combat. A bunch of different books that go beyond the player's manual and the Dungeon Master's manual. And then you have the Monster Manual that has everything from A to Z in there. That's kind of the fun thing about being DM. You like just starting out with them, being easy, and then you increasingly get more difficult. And at some point, at least from my perspective, you do get bored as DM and you just try to kill them. And the group will surprise you again and again and again, especially when you have certain characters that are built like gods. Yeah. Have fun trying to come up with ways to fight that, besides just tossing hundreds of enemies on top of them. Yeah, you can get really creative with the character build in second edition, because there's so many avenues you can take and so many books you can do and combinations you can do. You can do multi-class, where you are 2 classes at once and you're leveling up at the same time. So it's a slower pace, but you get to be like a fighter mage or a thief druid and carry some more skills with you than just one class. or there's dual class. You start out as a fighter, and then at level 4 you switch to be out a mage, like I mentioned earlier. And it won't be until level 8 until you get all of your fighter stuff back. Dungeons and Dragons has been adapted to video games, and I played various different versions of it. Ones that are actually called Dungeons and Dragons, and then there's games that are Dungeons and Dragons-esque. It's the exact same concept, they just put a different title on it. They are fun, I do enjoy them, but there's something about having physical paper, your pencil, and one thing I forgot to mention, your little figure. You build your own character, well, paint your own character. Some of them you put together, and then you do the same thing with your monsters. It's building your own fantasy world, even if you're not the dungeon master. There's something about that. It's just so cool. It really immerses you more than just a video game. Let me know in the comments below if you played Dungeons and Dragons before, and which version is your favorite, and why. Because I've played 3, 3.5, and 4, and 2 is the best so far. I still like to play 5. If you haven't, if I didn't cover anything in here, what questions do you have, and I will answer them in the comments below. Let me know what you would like to see me talk about on TV Tuesday, Throwback Thursday, Movie Stuff Friday. What else would you like to see how to on Saturdays and next Gaming Monday? You can leave these in any of the videos that you see, what you would like to see me talk about. You can also visit me on Facebook, facebook.com/Jamsin Entertainment. I have a whole bunch of content up there, all fun. Let me know in the comments below there. If you found something on there you want to see me talk about, let me know. Also on Facebook is my Writing Wednesday videos. If you'd like to read what I've written so far, please leave your email in the comment sections below here, or in Facebook, or private message me on Facebook, and I'll add you to the list. You'll get everything up into including the new one coming out Wednesday. You can also find me on eBay, Jamsin Entertainment 85, and on Snapchat, Jamsin E85. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.
Live your imagination.